What's good, YouTube? Zap here, and just want to give my thoughts on YouTube finally getting with the times and allowing for 60 frames per second uploads to the website. I think it's a good thing, it's amazing, and there is absolutely no reason why people in this day and age should be saying dumb stuff like, oh, you don't even notice the difference between 60 frames per second and 30 frames per second when you've actually played a game at 60 frames per second or higher. You notice it from your average 30 frames per second game. It's like day and night, black and white. It's heaven and hell essentially. I personally speaking, I can live with 30 frames, but you always want that 60 frames. You always want that smoothness, the fluidity that a game running at 60 frames per second can provide for you. Anything running at like 45 per second is not even acceptable at that point. It just seems choppy, and it's in that middle ground between acceptable and not acceptable. And it just, for me, it's completely unacceptable to be viewing games at 45 frames a second. It's not good. So it's either going to be 30 or it's going to be 60 or higher. I'm not sure if any of you guys are aware of this, but the last video I did, or one of the last videos I did, where I talked about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I uploaded that one at 60 frames a second. I didn't want to make a big deal about it because I wanted to see if people were going to notice it. Apparently nobody really noticed it. Everyone was too focused on, I guess, the commentary to notice it. But that game, or that gameplay itself, was uploaded at 60 frames a second, 1080p. And this one is also going to be uploaded at 60 frames as well, just so I can try to take advantage of it here and there. It is a pain in the butt to render and upload full-blown videos at 60 frames per second and then put it on YouTube, and then you have to wait for YouTube to process it completely, yada yada yada. From an uploader standpoint, it's a pain in the ass, but you know, in the long run, you know, 60 frames per second for video uploads is amazing. It's smooth as hell. In this day and age, people should not be saying stupid things like, you don't even notice the difference between 60 frames per second and 30 frames per second. It's stupid that people even argue about it. 60 frames per second is immensely much better viewing wise and gameplay wise, you know, for video games. That's just a fact of life. It's way better than 30 frames per second, and anyone who tries to say otherwise is in complete denial or is just a complete moron. Either way, it's good that YouTube is finally getting with this, and I'm happy that I can now upload videos at 60 frames per second. I'm not gonna do all of my videos at 60 FPS, but I'm gonna try and do them here and there, usually with like these little commentaries, because it's a shorter video, shorter render time, shorter upload time, and all that good stuff, shorter processing through YouTube. But yeah, man, I'm actually glad that YouTube is allowing it. Thanks for getting with 2014. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys later, and let me know what you guys think about YouTube uploading at 60 frames per second. Peace.